been off my channel for like a month, and some of you are like, where are you? What's happening? What's happening with Wish Cosmetics? And I'm here to let you guys know what's happening. Really, to cut a long story short, Wish Cosmetics is still happening. Me and my sister are working really hard behind the scenes to get it up and running for you guys. I told you back in January or February, I think. I'm not too sure. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. I need to double check when I told you, but I told you that I was going to make something. I was going to start a makeup line and all that good stuff. So basically, it's longer than I thought that it would take, excuse me, to like produce a product for you guys to put on sale. So the plan at the moment is that me and Alice are going to release something else in a couple of months. I'm not going to confirm that too much because I'm not too sure when it's going to come out, but the cosmetics will come after. And at the moment we're working on something to do with cosmetics, sort of in that region. I'm not going to tell you what it is, it's a surprise. And then we're putting the cosmetics, we're still working on the cosmetics, but because it takes 6 months to get it approved for you guys, to put it on shelves and testing, and you know, because cosmetics, because they go on your face, they need a lot of testing, so you guys don't have allergic reactions to them and different things. So I'm working on that, having a couple of problems with getting samples and stuff, but at the moment, yeah, that's sort of where we are. It's a bit of a grey area. We're sorting it out basically, and I'm trying to get out, my aim is to get out a product to you guys that I've envisaged for a long time. September, October, maybe even November, but I'm really working on it. I don't want it to be that long. So yes, it's happening and I'm so excited, and so me and Alice. Also, I wanted to tell you guys why I haven't really been filming too much. Some of you guys have asked me this and some of you haven't. You're probably really confused about what I'm doing in my life. Okay, so basically, backtrack to September-ish time last year. I got into law school. It was fab. I was fab. It was all great. And I got to law school and the first term really hit me. And I think it was because since the age of 17, when I lost my eyesight, it was a whirlwind. I had YouTube. I was focusing on not being low. Like, I always say it was my sighted Lucy versus my non-sighted Lucy. And when you go through a trauma like that, all I wanted to think of is not losing my sighted self. And that sighted part of me that I couldn't part with, and I wasn't ready to grieve when I lost my eyesight because it was just so sudden. And I think that in the end was so detrimental to my mental health that you guys probably know, you've probably read my blog post, I'll link it down below. But I had a mental breakdown. I came out of uni, I didn't really, like, I hid it from YouTube. I wasn't very well. I was on very strong medication and all I did was sleep 24/7. I was like a zombie, but it's kind of like I needed that at that point in my life because I just couldn't think positively anymore. And I think when you get to that stage, it really was detrimental to me. So from about November till about March, February, when I wrote the blog post, I was mentally ill. I went to counselling, I had a mental breakdown, and I couldn't see the good in my life, which, you know, I am not like that usually. Like, I hate feeling low. I mean everyone does, but I was crippled from it, and it was really a point in my life where I wanted to get through it, but I didn't see how. You don't never see how when you're that low. And I ate and I ate and I ate, and probably some of you have commented, oh, you've put on a bit of weight, and I totally have. Like, I used to be in size, not that like I care about, well, I care about my weight, but like I did used to be, well, this is another topic. Okay, so basically I'll just run you through what was happening from when I went blind. When I was 17, obviously I said to you, I didn't didn't want to face it. So I bought an exercise bike and I rode that bike until I felt happy again, and that was my coping mechanism. Didn't think about my blindness, didn't think about it. I was just focusing on my A levels and I was going to get to law school. That's what I was going to do. That's what I've always wanted to do, and that's the end goal that I saw, law school. If I get into law school, everything will be okay. And that's what I thought for like years. And even when I was 17, like up to 17, getting into law school, that was like my coping mechanism. That's what I was doing. I was getting fit, I was keeping my endorphins high on exercise, hardly eating a thing, developing a sort of, I would say I did have orthorexia. I was counting my calories like nobody's business, and I was only eating 2 meals a day, to the point where, you know, I wouldn't eat a pudding or anything I wouldn't have a normal thought process with food, because I wanted control of my life back. And they often do say that, you know, if you don't have control, that's what a lot of people say starts eating disorders. If you don't have control in your life, you find control in your food, and it's really, really unhealthy. And I think that was the start of me feeling, you know, low. And I could block it out because I just had food to concentrate on. I could be so, you know, I only allowed 200 calories for this meal, and I'm only allowed this, and I did get underweight. There's YouTube videos of me that, you know, you can't really tell. I was only I think I was like half a stone underweight at some points, but, you know, people could tell in real life, like I didn't look that healthy, and I wasn't seeing it. And yeah, I sort of went on like this for a while, and then I hit my A levels, and getting into law school, and I think that's where I suddenly was like, I had this goal for so long, and that's when I crumbled, because it wasn't what I thought it would be. As in, like, it was a great law degree, you know, I had the grades and it was amazing. It's just, I was like, well, what do I do now? I had this unattainable goal, now I've got it, what do I do? So all of these whirlwind emotions were happening. I counted my calories for so long and I just snapped. I ate 24/7, you know, I just felt really low, and now I'm finally feeling better again. I guess that's what I'm here to tell you. And I guess I hid it all on YouTube because I wanted my channel to be a happy place, and I thought if I told you guys when I got out of it and I got out of that mental state, I can tell you how I felt and what I was going through. And after the fact, it's always like a perspective that, you know, once you've had something wrong in your life, you can always come out of it and, you know, look back on maybe what happened and what went wrong, and just really have a different perspective on it than what you would have had in it. And I think it's really important to share this with you guys on YouTube, because, you know, there might be someone on the other end of the screen right now that's watching this video and is like, I feel really crap, I've just lost my eyesight and I don't know what to do. You know, you don't know what to do, because no one can tell you, you know, that disability is great. I mean, obviously it's not. It has its perks, but it's crap sometimes, and I'm not going to lie and sit here and say it isn't. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that it is crap. I didn't at all, and I think that's where my brain exploded from all this sadness. All the sadness imploded in me at once, and it was horrible. And you need to acknowledge when you're sad at that moment. I would always say cry every day and get those feelings out rather than bottle them up and pretend it's not happening and have a goal in your head and say it's going to be okay tomorrow. That's not healthy. That's what I did, and I ended up being crippled from my emotion for several months, by my emotion, sorry. And, you know, I can say on retrospect, you know, I did a lot of things when I was 17 that was very positive and changed my life for the good, but I think I needed definitely those down times to say, hey Lucy, you're not okay, you're not dealing with this, step back and say what's realistic to yourself. You know, what is your realistic goal now as a non-sighted Lucy? I was clinging on so much to this shell of what I was. I, you know, would snap at maybe my boyfriend or Ollie or Alice, my boyfriend Ollie, sorry, and Alice and Mom, and just because, you know, I'd say, oh, you're not quick enough doing this thing, I could do it quick enough when I was sighted, and just always going back, basically the complete opposite of what I preach on this channel I was doing, and it wasn't healthy. It just wasn't. And I think sometimes you're obviously going to snap and do things like that, because disability just, I always say, disability just happened to me one day, and you know, you're not ready for disability, you know, go away. I wasn't ready for blindness, and it just does happen to you. And even when, you know, you think you're ready for blindness and it hasn't actually hit you, you know, I could have, on respect as well, really preempted me being blind for many months before, and I don't think even that would have made me prepared for blindness. It just really wouldn't. I don't think preempting blindness and really basically what I'm trying to say is you never know what a situation is until you're in it, and I think that's really important lesson that I've learned as well through my mental breakdown and the orthorexia that I had in that period of my life. And you know, now I'm overweight. I'm not afraid of telling that to you guys. I think I'm about 2 stone overweight now, because I ate and ate and ate and ate. I put on about 4 stone. And you know, I'm going running now with a guy called Steve. I'm going to be tethered to him. I'm going to run, and let's get some of that off. Before I'm 21, I want to be in my nice dresses again that are in my wardrobe. So that's my goal. You know, at least, I always say, at least, you know, it was just weight that came upon me when I was that low, not, you know, God forbid anything else, but, you know, everything like that is always reversible. And, you know, this is one of my sadder YouTube videos. Just basically rambling at you guys, telling you what's happened to me. But please, 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 if you feel like this now, you will get through it. I can't stress that enough. You don't think it at the time. You really just sit there and think, my life is over. I'm never going to get through this. I don't want to do anything with it anyway. And why am I even here? And those were my thoughts. And I'm here to tell you today that keep watching my videos if it brings joy and happiness into your life. I really hope that I'm doing that for you. I'm always going to be here on the other end of the internet telling you that you are worth something, because you are, and you always will be, and I'm always going to be here to tell you that. So please, 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 if you're struggling with something, write a comment on what video you want to see from me that I can make you happy. Like, if I can shed some sort of light on your day, you know, by being here, tell me what videos you want. You know, if you're feeling sad in any way, you don't even have to have a mental breakdown like I had. If you're just having a really, really crap day, just know that I'm here on the other end of the internet to make you feel happier again. And I just want to let you know that that I've been through it, and you never know, I might go through it again. I know the signs now to know what an unhealthy Lucy brain I'm having, and I know that, you know, the path that I'm heading in is to happiness. And you know when you're ready after a struggle like that. You know that after coming out of depression, you know when you're ready and you're happy again. You just know. And know yourself, really analyze yourself. Not many people really reflect on their past and what, you know, that's what counsellors are for and therapists. Like, I really didn't want to talk about my feelings until I got a counsellor, but I really do emphasise so much to you guys that if you are feeling sad, write down why you're sad, braille on your braille note, keep a diary, just get that emotion out there, cry, you know, scream, you know, punch a pillow, do something to get it out then and there, and don't bottle it up. That's my main message. I really hope you guys got something from this video and enjoyed it somewhat. I know it's a bit, you know, somber, the tone, but I've got some really good videos coming up for you guys. I'm feeling a lot better and on the road to recovery. If you guys want to know anything else, just let me know. Also, I'm thinking of starting up my vlog channel again. I haven't had many videos on it for about a year now. Last summer is the last upload, naughty Lizzie. But my vlog channel's Yesterday's Wishes Vlogs. If you want to go over and subscribe to that and tell me to go get some vlogs on it, and I'll get the camera out and start vlogging for you guys. Also, to any of you guys who have similar vision to me, I've had my hair cut, if you can't see me on this video, and it's just to my collarbone now. It's like a short, like a long bob. Just felt like doing something different now, feeling a bit happier, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you very soon, and yeah, bye!